Begin. It was at around 11:20 that night. I was dragging myself home exhausted after a tiring night study sessions at school. But there was no one on the street, which I thought was strange. I usually see a lot of people even at night since my apartment complex is pretty big. Anyways, feeling scared, I kept looking down on the ground while walking home. Suddenly, a shadow stretching towards me caught my eyes, although there wasn't anyone around me. I looked up to see who there was, and saw a woman walking in front of me, but she looked a little strange. I could have said that she looked crippled. She was limping and struggling to walk in front of me. I looked up to see who there was and saw a woman walking in front of me, but she looked a little strange. Since she was walking very slow, I soon caught up with her. Up close, I was able to see her even better.
Once upon a time, Mom and Child went to toy shop for her birthday present. Child found a pretty Pierrot puppet in that place. Child wished to have that puppet. Mom tried to buy that puppet for her, but shop owner would not sell it. Shop owner just kept saying, "It's not for sale." But Mom did not want to fail her child, so she kept begging and begging. Eventually, the shop owner sold the puppet under one condition. "Okay, you can buy it, but you should never leave that doll with only one person." Mom said, "Yes, of course." So child got her Pierrot puppet. The child had happy time with her puppet day by day. Someday, Mom got a call from her dad. He left a file at home, so he wanted her to get the file for him. If she go out for his file, the kid will be alone only with the Pierrot puppet. She was worried, but the company was near and she will come back soon, so she went out. But after her came back from the company, there was nobody. In the room of her child, they left only the Pierrot puppet with blood. The kid's gone. She mumbled, Where is my child? Why the puppet is bloodshed?" She picked up the puppet, and at that moment, the puppet grabbed her head and said, "You alone?"
One day, a man came back from a business trip. Suddenly, a navigation was broken. "Oh, what's happened? I'm late enough. I want to go home," he said. He wandered for a while. After a few minutes, he entered a strange road. All of a sudden, he heard a knock from car window. Oh goodness, he a little bit astonished, but he ignored the sound. He thought he misheard. So he kept going his way, but the knock sound was heard again and again. He said to himself, "There's nothing, there's nothing, there's nothing, there's nothing." But the knock sound heard again and again. As he turned his face, thoughtlessly, he saw a woman who looks like a ghost. He stopped the car because of her shape. He's so scared. His hand shaked. Ha ha. He drew a deep breath and calmed himself down, and looked occasionally around. There was nothing. He was relieved after confirming there was nothing. But after a while, the sound heard again in front of his car. As he turned his face, oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! There was sound heard. The sound was heard again and again. So he said to himself, "There's nothing. There's nothing. 동해물 가백두산이. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!" 어떡하지? He was driving very fast, barely got out the road. He can arrive his house. He was relieved.
Thank you. That's so much. Okay, sorry.
The passing and recognizing the time passing, this girl started. It didn't work.
Sorry, I don't know.
Can I restart any?
Yeah, start again.
One student was in the school, and on recognizing the time passing, this girl studied very hard, so she left school after midnight. Her home was far from the school, and she checked the subway timetable. Then she found that she can take the last train for Oido, which is line number 4. She thought, what a luck it is, because subway was the fastest way to arrive at home. She ran and ran to approach the subway station. Finally, she could get the train. However, in the train, perhaps from the time late at night, there were no people except her. She just sat on the chair and listened to the announcement because there was just scary silence. There was strange sound in the announcement before she began to doze. Some crackling sound was made in the train. She felt scary feeling more and more when she just heard the announcement sound saying that this stops Gwacheon. You may exit on the right. She was so scared that she just wanted to run away from this mysterious train. But as it left a few stops to arrive at home, she just waited. Suddenly, crackling sound was stopped. She was relaxed and just expected a normal announcement. But when the train was slowed down, a woman's weird voice was saying that this stop is Sadang, Sadang. There is no exit door.
Begin.
A boy exercises at night alone. In his village, there are only 2 street lights, so he always have a flashlight when he goes out at night. Someday, around 3 a.m., he went outside to exercise, and he felt something strange. He passed the first street light, and he also passed the second street light, and he saw the third street light. Oh my God, what is it? He was so surprised, so he ran away. Tomorrow, he went to school. A teacher said, "Anybody here who worked outside last night?" And the boy answered, "Yes, I went out last night for exercising. Why? Is there any problem?" The teacher said, "Was there something strange?" The boy said, "Yes, there was 3rd Street light last night. It was scary because in my memory there was no 3rd Street light." The teacher said with fierceness, "The thing that you saw last night was a body. Who killed himself? The man hanged himself. Actually, the 3rd street light was that body, not a street light."
Teacher, sorry, I want to sound bigger.
Okay, here. This one.
One night, it was raining cats and dogs. I was watching TV with my mom. "Who are you?" I asked. I'm sorry, can I borrow an umbrella?" It was trembling voice of a woman. "I'm sorry, I lost my way, so..." I couldn't understand her, so my mom went to the door. Then I heard Mom scream, "Go away!" I saw the stranger forcing to open the chain door and my mom stopping her. Okay. I helped Mom and we could barely close the door. "What happened, Mom?" "No, nothing. It's okay. Just go to bed." Suddenly, the doorbell started to ring badly. I was so scared, so I told her we should call the police. After 30 minutes, it stopped. A few years later, I graduated high school and entered a college which is far from my hometown. This is the first night of living alone. I was talking over the phone with my mom just a few minutes ago. Somehow, I recalled the happening. "Mom, I was so scared that night. What was she?" "I couldn't tell you because you looked so frightened. She was really weird. She wasn't wet at all and was holding a bat in one hand." "What?" I screamed. I put the phone down and went to my bed. I'm a little bit scared right now. I think I should make sure to lock up the door. "I'm sorry, can I borrow an umbrella?" One night, I went to a nightclub with Minsun and Hwayoung. At the end of the night, we decided to get a taxi home. Yellow taxi stopped and we got inside. I was sitting in the front seat and my 2 friends are sitting in the back seat. The taxi driver was an old fellow. He began telling us some jokes and found myself laughing at everything he said. When I glanced behind me, I noticed that Minsun and Hwayoung were not laughing at all. In fact, they were sitting there, stone-faced, with a really odd expression on their face. "What's wrong?" I asked. "Why aren't you laughing?" They wouldn't answer me. Instead, they sat there in the back seat, staring straight ahead. Suddenly, Hwayoung leaned forward and said something to the taxi driver. He pulled over the side of the road, and the 2 girls got out of the yellow taxi and started walking away quickly. I was puzzled. This wasn't our stop. In fact, we are nowhere near our apartment. I paid the driver and ran after the 2 girls. "What's the matter?" I asked when I caught up with them. They turned to me, their face white with fear. "We have to call the police," said Hwayoung. "Didn't you hear it?" said Minsun. Coming from the trunk of the taxi, a woman's voice saying, "Please help me. Please help me."
Yay.